Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got the squad here today. I'm BillyDaGOAT. Then we've got
Spartacus.
PassDaHerbs.
Wonky slush.
Yeah.
So Ryan couldn't make it today, so I'm here helping out with that. So we were gonna talk with you guys about GalaxyCon, kind of how it went.
Yeah.
You know, we had some different topics for that. So we'll start off with just the kind of overall experience of going, and you guys can go for it.
All right. I mean, the first thing we did when we got to the hotel was laid all our stuff there. We left here actually pretty late, right?
Say
1 o'clock.
12, because I came back from a party.
Yeah.
I was coming back from a party.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'm here.
We all departed from my house, and that was the official start.
That was
Right. Yeah, leaving out the party, the crazy life of an esports player, man. It's just like you're a rock star.
Party, man. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's like a rock star, except nobody knows you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So
Yes.
you don't know LTG? You don't know who he is? You don't know the codes? Bruh, no.
Not yet.
But freaking the thing that's just really funny to me was I picked up Courtney first, then I picked up Spartacus. I will not use his government name because he does not like that. He does not like that at all.
I don't like it either, but hey. I mean,
I picked up Wonkhoo, then I picked up Spartacus, and then we went to the Sheets, right? And we were gonna go get gas.
Oh,
by
my
the
goodness.
way, which
Oh,
was
no.
crazy.
Yeah, come to it.
Which is crazy because the price was wow. I was like, wow. I just laughed. I was like, wow. It was
You have to win the tournament to pay for the gas.
Yeah.
We're getting to that.
The gas was $73, and then
Oh.
out of nowhere, right? We just happened to see this hatchback that just looked a little bit like Courtney's car.
Man, I was like, whoa, look,
Mark's
someone
car.
has the same. You're fine. Someone has the same car as me. And then I see, Twitch Wonkhoo on the back, and I'm like, wait a damn minute. That's my car. My stepdad's rolling up. He's like, hey. I'm like, why? Why
Hi,
are you in
Walker.
my
I'm your
car?
biggest fan.
Bro.
Literally, why?
He just wanted to advertise. He tried to
Yeah, exactly.
advertise.
Yeah, you're right. Well, while you're out of town, I got you. Yeah, that was something.
It was
But
something.
Funny.
Then we got onto the road, and we ended up in Richmond. It's
We
crazy.
ended up in Richmond. The drive was not long at all. It was 30 or 35 minutes. It
Trying
was
a hotel was kind of an adventure.
See, but that was the biggest thing. So I
That's the fun part.
had a hotel that I had looked up before we had got there. But the plans got changed a little bit because I had looked up the hotel while I was here at the arcade, and then once we realized that we were going to meet up at the arcade, I kind of I remember the name, but I faintly remember the name. So when we actually got there, the woman was kind of giving us a hard time, I don't know if you you guys want to get smoking or you don't want to get smoking or how many people is it. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. You don't want our money, so let's just go somewhere else.
3 beds.
Yeah.
Think you can do that?
Yeah, no, she couldn't. So we just we ended up getting another spot. The hotel was cool, but as soon as we checked in, we checked out, went over to the event, and it took us a little while to find the actual place where they were holding the games because since it was an actual convention, people were there for cosplays and panels and autographs and stuff like that, which was definitely an experience within itself. Sparty will tell you more about that later, but it was cool. Day one they had Nick All-Stars, and then I want to say they also had Mario Kart. And then that was about. I don't think they had any fighting game events that day.
I know
They
for
had
something else.
They have
I think that might have been Mortal
No, it
Kombat.
wasn't Smash. It might have been Mortal Kombat.
I think
Yeah,
Mortal
yeah.
Kombat was Friday.
First day, yeah.
Look into that train wreck later.
Yeah, the first day was Mortal Kombat, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, it was cool. I came in third somehow, some way.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great because I beat the guy that knocked him out of the tournament, and I still got 4th instead of 3rd.
Yeah. The
Run
seating.
well.
The seating.
The seating
There was
was
seating.
something.
The seating.
With everything. I think I ended up getting a buy in Mortal Kombat, and I was like, why? I was like, no. I'm like, I played Rocket League.
I always believed in you.
Yeah. You earned it.
They all played Rocket League too, so I'd assume they'd understand how I'm feeling. They're just like, nah, but they that seating was.
That seating was something. But yeah, man.
So fun.
Day one, I came in third for Mortal Kombat. Day two was what games were on day two?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Mhm.
Tekken.
Street Fighter. No, Tekken was the very last day.
Oh, okay.
It was the very last day. So
I think Mario Kart again? Or
Yeah.
Nick
I
All-Stars?
think-
Smash Brothers.
Did anybody play
And-
Fighters?
Oh yeah,
I
Fighters
I
played
know
Fighter.
Jomi went as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jomi was super upset after that.
Yeah.
There's some good people.
Really good people. Yeah, that bracket was sweaty,
He told me
bro.
they got third.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that bracket was sweaty, bro.
nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty good that
Yeah.
he showed out them for that.
That is
Because
awesome.
he's not even like, I mean, I would say he's not the best. Like, Acosta's probably the best, like, single person.
Right.
But, like, I feel like, me, Jomi, Silver, Scans, like, we're, like, behind Acosta, but not, like, too far behind.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
the fact that he could get third, like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, it was nice to represent. Like, a lot of us had our jerseys on. Everybody
Yeah.
had a different jersey from a different team.
Yeah, I got asked by a lot of people, like, hey, what's this all about?
Oh yeah, they were like, hey, where'd y'all get your matching shirts from? And I was like, honestly, man, walked into Walmart, walked out with this.
Yeah.
Thought it was pretty
We
cool.
went to the farthest reaches of Mordor, found a chest,
Yeah, right.
and we knew.
We just
That's
knew,
right.
man.
And I definitely had some fun at Smash though. I didn't go 0-2, so that was new, but that was a lot of fun. I mean, like,
Yeah, you're kicking those little kids' butts.
I was having too much fun. They
Oh
were like,
my
hi, and I was like, welcome to your demise. Sorry.
Your childhood ends today.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're finally having fun in Smash Bros.
Heck yeah.
A lot of Smash Bros. Players don't have fun in Smash Bros.
I
Yeah,
don't have
right,
fun, but
right.
you know what? It's fun making little kids cry. Like that is.
I like it. I like
love
it.
Yeah, so I
Going on the
got
right path.
I got fourth in Smash Bros. On Saturday. I had the unfortunate coincidence of running into Mass and Turner on round 2.
Yeah.
Seating. Again,
Yeah.
seating.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fourth place was a decent payout, but could have been more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been
Yeah.
more.
Could've been
More.
I think we all skipped on Nick All Stars that night.
I think
Right,
so too.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were trying to get something to eat that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
so overall, like, winning wise, what did the UEL as a whole, like, win first place in?
So I got first place in Tekken, and I got first place in Strive.
Nice.
So the Strive one, I think I played Scans, but I didn't get the chance to play Scarlet. But I'm not gonna say the bracket was free because I actually no seriously the bracket wasn't free. I went against this guy who played Chip, right? And I don't understand that matchup because I don't play it a lot. But what I noticed about the guy is like he had horrible defense. So I just bum rushed him the whole time. Yeah, he had a horrible defense. So like even though I didn't know the matchup, I just didn't want to give him a turn. And I was like, this is my win condition. I just don't give him a turn, and
Nice.
Right.
and I just steamroll him, man.
Yeah, that was great to watch.
Yeah.
You just deconstruct him like a professor.
Yeah. I just took him apart, man. And then
So I got first place in Smash Bros. On Sunday.
Yep.
Nice.
And then I placed first in those 2 Mario Kart tournaments.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Good.
Nick All Stars. That's
I got
right.
second.
That's right. I got
Okay.
third.
Wow.
And there was no payout for third, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a sad moment for her. Damn.
So we
Really
had
top 2.
4 wins overall then?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
4 first place wins.
Yeah,
Mhm.
4
5 first place.
Five.
wins.
Five.
If you do Mario
Sorry,
Kart
my fault.
twice.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
nice.
Yeah.
What about second, third place? How many?
you.
I got second in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, it wasn't a disappointment because like I said, I barely touched the game. So like going back to it in a tournament was like, it was really refreshing and really fun. And then the guy, like afterwards, me and him were so intense. Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to that part after. So, like we were just talking before that I had lost my first game, double elimination to this Urian player. And he's all like, the guy's like cocky and stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm like diamond or whatever.
I had the honor of playing him like first, and I was already like.
Diamond?
And I was just like, bro, I got diamond 3 years ago and I stopped playing the game because the online is trash. And I didn't say that. I was just like, okay, he's diamond. I was like, cool. If he just got diamond, then we're the same level 3 years ago.
Yep.
This is 3 years later.
Yep.
I'm going to play him again and I am going to beat him.
Yep.
So I go through the rest of the bracket and losers, see him in losers finals. And I get him, man.
Nice.
And I get him, dude. And then I get to the point where I'm in grand finals. And then I went against the boxer. So I went against Bison.
Yep.
At least in America, yeah, they call him Bison. So I went against him, and the guy was like, we were both like super into it, bro. We were so into it, and like by the time it was over, like I actually lost that one 3-0. By the time it was over, every match was so close. He was like, bro, I gotta get your PS. He was like, I gotta get your PS. He's like, there's not a lot of good Nakalis out there. There's not a lot of good Street Fighter players. He's like, I have to get it. I was like, yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good time.
Man went straight to bronze that day.
Dude, it was a nice time, man. So I think we I think we all had a good time. I'd say, so I walked away with not 400. I walked away with
600.
About, I want to say I walked away with $640.
Yeah.
I walked away with $534.
Yep.
Nice.
So combined, we had around.
Wonkhoo had?
I walked away with support. I walked away with a good time.
Yeah.
Know that.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So it was really awesome, and then the venue was really awesome.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to bother with like the indulgences, like the stuff we bought? There?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I was just about to get into that. You can go first, actually.
Yeah.
You can go first.
So Saturday I started messing around. I got some film reels, which is really dope. Just 3 for $30. I actually got one that's like a Revenge of the Jedi film reel. I don't know if y'all know the history behind that, but basically it was going to be called Revenge of the Jedi before Lucas said, no, that sounds too mean, let's turn to Return.
Yeah.
And with that sort of, Luke had like a red lightsaber instead of blue. It's really funny.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't they edit that out?
Yeah. They corrected it.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, not ridiculous, but.
And the next day Sunday was way more interesting because my dad's not going to watch this, so I feel fine saying it. I ran to Brent Spiner, the guy who played Data in Star Trek The Next Generation, and got his autograph.
Nice.
So I'm going to give him that.
I saw he was there.
I'm giving him that for Father's Day.
Nice.
I want y'all to keep a lid on it, by the way.
I won't tell.
He's going to be blown away when he sees that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw there was a lot of actors and different stuff there, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw one more actor that day that was more for me was Ashley Eckstein, the voice of Ahsoka Tano. Like that show was a huge pastime of mine as a kid.
Yeah.
And she was super sweet about it.
Yeah.
Got an autograph, got a picture.
That's
Cool.
awesome. That's awesome.
That's
Man.
pretty cool. So yeah, even more stuff to do than just game.
Oh, yeah.
For the
Yeah.
GalaxyCon, so that's pretty cool.
You want to tell me about your indulgences now?
So,
Oh boy.
dude, I
This is
had
crazy.
to fight back to like not spend money. I had to fight the urge to spend money because I am from what you can tell or not, I don't know if you guys know, but I am a nerd. I am a nerd.
He and Courtney eventually
I-
twisted his arm.
Yeah.
He had 2 devil shoulders that day.
Yeah, I was like, guys, how much money do I spend? He was like, you know what,
Yes.
He was just like, just go ahead. So I ended up buying this version of this game for GameCube. It's called Naruto Clash of Ninja. So there was only Clash of Ninja 1 and 2 released in America, and I saw this version of Clash of Ninja 3. It was a Japanese edition that I just had to have. So I bought it. I bought it for like $40. You know, that's probably, you know, bad for some people watching. Like, why would you spend $40? Listen, it was there in the moment. I had to get it. It was Japanese, but the thing was, you could only play it on a Japanese GameCube because it's region locked.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do, Nintendo, cover your ears, is mod my Wii so I can just play the game like that. So I'm not spending all that. Cause I think the Japanese GameCube was about like
$200.
yeah, like $240 something
Just
like
to play
that.
one game.
A lot.
Right. So I was like,
Yeah.
either I take my winnings from this weekend and get it, or I just don't get it and like just find a way to play it. And I knew it was gonna be that, but I did that, and then I bought like these controller sticks, not sticks, but yeah, they're like grips that you can put on your controller. I bought those for Caleb, and then I bought a bunch of posters for like friends and family. My dad's birthday was like the 25th of March. I bought I bought him a Japanese Star Wars poster.
Nice.
So
Same
cool.
place. Yeah, it was so cool, bro.
I want my son to buy me something like that for Father's Day.
Right. right. So
That's how I know I'm maybe in life.
exactly, man. So we all had a good time.
You know, if I can walk it back real quick.
Yeah.
There's something that I almost bought, and that was a Super Famicom.
Oh yeah, you had a fight here.
Hey, I was just like, oh man. I would be the talk of the town. It's only $115. It's like I would be the talk of the town. There's so many good games that were released in America.
Yeah.
And it's like I had to fight back because I was still hunting for autographs and crap like that.
Right.
At the time.
That whole like little setup they had going with all the Japanese like imported games and consoles and all that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was just
I was trying not to buy like
salivating.
Dude.
too, so I ended up not buying anything from that specific vendor. But I mean, it took me everything not to.
Yeah, those
What did you end up getting?
Me, I honestly can't remember everything. I did get a lot. I went crazy because I love pop culture. Like, I mean, I always visit Pennsylvania for like different Comic Cons and stuff. So I'm like, I'm trying to look around too. I did buy a Bayonetta keychain. Someone finally had something to do with Bayonetta, so I bought that, honestly.
Yeah.
Bought like Valorant stickers. They had a Viper body pillow, dude. And I tell you, I had to try everything not to buy it.
I'm glad you didn't buy that.
I was like, I cannot.
Because I would have clowned
It
you.
would have
Well,
been hard to associate with you.
You would have left me in Richmond.
Just walk around.
So, hey, Herb, I think we got everything. What about the third? Nope.
Just drive.
Drive.
But yeah, then I bought like a few mystery boxes. Like I know I bought her the Dragon Ball one. I got an Overwatch one for me.
Sonic one was
The
so
Sonic
cool.
one too. The Sonic one was cool. Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff out of that.
So cool.
Yeah, other than that, I can't really remember anything else that I bought.
Last thing, you know who was there?
Who?
Christopher Sabat. He is the voice actor of Vegeta, Piccolo, Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. He is like the guy.
Yeah.
When it comes to like American anime voice acting, he's like the guy. So he was there. Oh, man, it was during one of our matches. So I was like, I'm just not gonna see him.
Yeah.
Sucks, but yeah. What can you do?
Mm.
But yeah, man, it was.
Well on it.
That sounds like all some really good stuff. Was there any lows in terms of losses? Times you thought you shouldn't have lost? Anything you could learn from losing?
We already covered Mortal Kombat. That was my big shtick.
Man, when
Okay.
I lost to the person. I got knocked out by the person I sent the losers, which
Yeah.
is infuriating.
That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
All the kids in the venue were like looking at me because I was just cussing my head off. I hate this
All the
game.
Pain.
Yeah.
I know, when I lost to that pit and bracket, I mean, I literally, that tilted me for like way too long, and I'm like, trying to learn not to get that tilted. Then I went to Street Fighter, I played that kid that was like bragging about him being diamond. I was like, bro, honestly, I do not care. Like, keep talking about I do not care.
I'd put a diamond up your eye socket.
But yeah, that sucked, but like, you know, I did it again the next day, played, and I actually had some really good sets that day. I played a King DDD, and he was... It was way too close. Like, it was way too close
You
for
should have won
comfort.
that.
I should have, but literally every game was final hit, final stock, and like, so I wasn't mad about losing that one. But it was a lot of fun. Like,
Was there anyone that you guys saw that did multiple brackets? Or was it everyone only did, like, only Street Fighter players?
I know Madison Turner signed up for Mario Kart that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So just a couple, not
like,
much.
some people, like, just kind of casually playing the games, like,
Yeah.
play Mario Kart and Smash.
Yeah.
And I see us playing everything.
Pretty much.
We all,
Yeah, I was
we're
mostly
like, what
kids.
the heck?
Yeah, they're like, what game do y'all play? We're like, everything.
All of
Sign
it.
us up.
All of it, man.
What?
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah, I'd say not a lot of people ended up doing different brackets outside of like little kids and just everyone else who was a league player. So like Scants, Scarlet, they did it. That was about.
Yeah, I know Jomi only got to do fighters because he had a concert that night, which I actually went to.
Right? Shout out to Jomi.
Shout out Jomi.
Shout out to
That was a good
Jomi.
concert.
Yeah.
It was cool.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
So we're going to actually do it all over again in Oklahoma. So it's not called GalaxyCon, but the company. So GalaxyCon is just the event itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the people who actually run the brackets, like all the fighting games, which they also had sports games too, but I don't think anybody signed up. They're called Unified Esports. So afterwards, after like, you know, us winning everything, I just talked to the owner, and we were just going back and forth. And he was like, hey, like, you ever need anything, you know, here's some good advice. He's like, we're located in Oklahoma. I was like, yeah, I'd love to come to these more. So my birthday's the 28th. We're going to go on the 29th and 30th.
Nice.
Out to Oklahoma and do it all over again.
I'd work.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have to have
That'd be cool.
me, sadly.
I know, it's not going to be the same without Sparty here. You brought an energy that was just really fun. Like,
Really fun.
Oh
my gosh.
It was overall a great experience, though.
Yeah.
Like, 10 out of 10 would do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had good food. We had a good time. It was cool. Let's go.
Nice.
The peanut butter mint milkshakes.
Yes. Yes.
God, it's good.
That buttermilk.
That doesn't sound good to me.
Listen.
Does not sound
I
good.
didn't try it, but
Scarlet, we went to this restaurant. It was somewhere like down in Richmond. We went
Yeah.
to like this old like diner.
Yeah, by the Thompson brothers' recommendation, we went to this 50s ass diner.
it
Yeah.
was cool, though. It was
Yeah.
So
fun.
good though.
It was pretty good.
But Scarlett got to Herb and convinced him to get peanut butter and mint in his milkshake.
It was good.
Because like
good.
he ordered it and we all
Does
turned and
not
we're like,
sound good to me.
bro. We were like, bro, And he says, Herb, right. And Herb caved in, man. And I was like, nope, that is all y'all. Y'all can do that.
Yeah, see, I'm going to do that one day just to confirm that I'm right.
Yeah.
That peanut butter and mint don't go together.
I don't know.
I got chocolate and strawberry like a true sophisticated.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a milkshake.
Yeah.
I was the only person that didn't get a milkshake.
Wow.
I know. I don't deserve to
Sad
do
about
anything
that.
anymore.
Guess not.
Disappointed in you. But talking about, leaving, going to other states and stuff, we have Titus announced it in the last podcast about Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's right.
did you guys hear about that? I'm
Yeah.
sure you did.
I heard whispers.
Yeah.
I can't remember the date.
Yeah, so we're looking at going to Connecticut, having a venue up there. It's at a casino, correct? And we're going to have, I guess, some UEL people going up and competing in all the different games and stuff. So
Bye-bye savings.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So how does that sound?
Bro,
What's your
I'm
guys' thoughts
excited.
on
I mean, I haven't looked at my schedule. That sounds really dope.
Yeah, I'm beyond excited, dude, because apparently it's supposed to be a few high-profile people there, a few high-profile gamers, possibly. So a hedgehog and a fox. Like, who's your favorite hedgehog?
Knuckles?
No.
Sonic.
Oh, Silver. The hedgehog.
So Sonic Fox might be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're
Pretty
talking
cool.
about Dragon Ball Fighters, Mortal Kombat, Skullgirls. Sonic Fox also plays Injustice, also plays a little bit of Tekken, a little bit of Street Fighter. Plays a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's a prodigy.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
yeah.
I want to train. I want to, take on the challenge, and it'll be really cool. But as long as Tekken's on the wheel, I feel like we got a good chance. But it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough because Sonic Fox is out of this world good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just lost, though, in HOC. I don't know if you saw that.
Uh-uh.
House of Chaos.
The House of Chaos?
Yeah. It was hype. I was watching it. The Fighters tournament.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Really?
Yeah, there was I forget who the guy that won is, but yeah, he was going off on Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox was playing defense.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
too much?
It was hype. There was people there yelling, screaming.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. So that would be awesome to have that type of energy for sure. I mean, we normally have it during like the finals.
Oh yeah.
But just to have that more, all the time.
Yeah, have that more all the time, the intensity,
Yeah.
knowing there's a high-profile person.
Yeah.
Was the person that won, were they using Android 21?
Yes. They both were. So that's like right now, 21 is like
The meta.
hella broken.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody has 21 lab coat on their team because she buffs herself and debuffs everyone else.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Like one of
it's
those
really
characters. Really broken.
yeah.
Like real, when I say real, like you would think Gogeta would be like the strongest in the game.
I only
Because
know
Gogeta-
about Android 21 because of the memes. That's it.
Yeah.
I literally know nothing about her moveset until now.
Yeah, she.
It sounds really toxic.
Yeah,
Super
it
tough.
is.
Yeah.
And it's just a level 1, and it's a command grab.
Yep.
So it's like you hit them, do combo, level 1. All right, that
Alright.
person's debuffed. Then they switch to another person. All right, debuff that person.
Yep.
And she's just getting stronger while she does that as well. So
Oh, no.
like she gets attack boost, and they get
Yeah,
attack
it's-
debuff.
It's
Like,
crazy.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
How's her neutral game?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
it's really
Cherry
good.
on top.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, she's on every team now. So yeah, we'll see.
We'll
see how
see,
it goes.
man.
But that would be awesome for Sonic Fox to be there. Looking forward to that event.
I'm excited.
I think we're getting a bus to go up there, so everybody's gonna ride up together,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
a
See
bus.
if we can make that work.
See.
That might be cool. I'd like to fly. I mean, a bus would be cool too. 'Cause, like, I haven't gone on a road trip in so long. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
If we have, like,
flying is
everybody.
the most eco-friendly.
Yeah,
for sure.
Small,
Should be the best
small
option.
consideration.
yeah,
Yeah.
very true.
But you've never been on a plane before.
I know.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm
Here we
going
go.
once
You're gonna have to drag her on board.
Are you scared of flying, or is it just like you just have to
well,
go?
like
Everybody gets butterflies and stuff.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I feel
Yeah.
like I never really got the opportunity to go on a plane. Like I've been on a cruise before, so I've been on a boat, and I think now I'd be more afraid to go on a boat again than go on a plane.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like the nerves of being up high. I have a fear of heights, so I'll probably freak out
Yeah.
for like 5 seconds.
But you love roller
Yeah,
coasters,
that-
right?
I love roller coasters. Okay. I know, I'm really weird. I make no sense, but that's why my name's Wonky.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being afraid of getting on that plane Because we're going to drag you on no matter what.
I would be like screaming and crying and punching the air. They're like, come on, get on it.
All according to plan.
Yeah, that'll be so fun. I can't wait.
Hey, Herb, don't forget to bring the straight jacket.
Yes, I got you. Without a doubt. And the peanut butter in the mint. Yeah.
No! Now if you start force feeding me that, we're done. We're done.
Oh,
I think there's like an amendment for that. Yeah, the 8th one.
That's the initiation, the Ravens initiation.
The Ravens, you have to eat the peanut butter in the mint. I like that.
Oh, man.
Oh, we have to do our initiation for our other team. So, I guess now's a good time to transition to the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the draft.
Yeah, it just happened on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Today is Friday, so it was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Now, is it true that Karma got themselves a fighting game player?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
Oh.
They got them Jury's best friend. So.
Yeah.
Jury's goat best friend is what the description says.
Pretty much.
It was like that.
Pretty much.
So they traded away all the other picks for that.
Yep.
Power. Don't
Just
underestimate the power of friendship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true. I mean, hey.
So I think the interesting about the Karma pick, his name is Snappy, and he's been friends with Jury, who was a part of the 2-time winning Karma team champ for about, I don't know why I say 2 seasons, like it's like a long amount of time. So let's say 6 months. I want to say yeah. So it's been about 6 months, and he is just one of those players who is amazing at shooters. Amazing at Rocket League, and has a good app to learn any game that he so chooses.
Yep.
So it's going to be a good threat. However, the pick to release all of the rest of their picks, I feel like maybe they should have done every single one of them. But
there's still a lot of good players in there.
Yeah, for sure. But they were hard set on getting him. And I also got the word from James saying that if LJ was available, they more than likely would have gone with LJ.
I honestly assumed that, and knowing that he was taking
LJ would have been the way to go.
That would have been a really
over
Snappy, in my opinion.
Which is unfortunate, but
if they could have gotten both, they probably would have also tried that as well. But I don't think Snappy or LJ would have lasted long in that draft pool.
Yeah.
Not for the first round. They're both, in my opinion, pretty much
really
first round
good.
picks.
Yeah.
So with that, it's just interesting because James doesn't have much of a backup in fighting games now.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
With that.
And we got those team fighting games now, so like it's gonna everybody has to learn them essentially. So. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that affects Karma, at all.
At the risk of going off on a tangent, Smash 4v4 should have been an alternative. Replace doubles or something.
Oh,
yeah, like Smash 1v1 or
2v2.
I like it. I like the 4v4. I think it's just chaos.
I mean, everybody likes it that doesn't
That's
play
exactly why
Smash.
nobody likes it.
Oh my god.
All the Smash pros are like, no. Everyone else is like, I have a chance!
I can get carried! Yay! I'm just about to go up, pick it Sonora, and start spamming down B.
I'm saying that's what I was going to do. Either Bay or Instant, down B.
Well, I mean, we did the 4v4 tournament. Lots of people liked it and wanted to do it again. So, and there was definitely people that thought that certain things would work, and then in the tournament, it didn't really work well.
Right.
So,
I
think it
just chaos.
Comes down to like synergy of like what your team can do as well. Because I think one of the teams picked all 4 of the same character at one point.
Macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
the
macaroni.
Shout out to Pokey Star. I know that was his team. I'm pretty sure.
That was kind of crazy.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, I know because talking to Silver and Scans, they were like, oh yeah, we're going to play this. And they tried that the first time. And they're like, well, it didn't really work out well. So then they tried something else. And then it worked a lot better for like the 4v4 format. So
just constant experimenting.
Yeah. I think, learning new ways to play the games and stuff as well is good.
Makes it interesting.
Yeah, for sure. So back to the draft picks. So my first pick was XO Polo.
Let's go.
Second pick was OGL player. Third pick was A-Rob. I don't know why I was drawing a blank. And then the 4th round pick was Hippy Dippy. So I only had 4 round picks because I in the middle of last season I ended up trading my player also cheesy Tristan for the ghost player TLG, who's Matt. So when I did that, I gave up my 5th round. No, I gave up my
4th round. Right?
Was it the 4th or the 3rd? It was one of those two. I think I gave up my 3rd round. I gave up my 3rd round.
Yes.
And then I acquired a player, so that's why I only have the 4 picks in general. So the ones that I got, I think they were pretty good. They're pretty nifty guys. Nifty guys. Without giving up too much sauce, they're pretty nifty. I like them.
I think you got the biggest reaction out of the crowd for the whole entire
pick.
the whole draft. Like, when you picked Exo Polo, everyone was like, ooh.
Shaking off, like, y'all are so extra. For what?
Yeah.
I'm getting that belt back, by the way.
See, I like this a lot. So, I think he was a great pick. He was a great addition. The rest of my guys were definitely great additions. And what I just told the team is pretty much the same thing you told them. I was like, hey, everybody who's joining is going to be fresh. They're going to be excited. They're going to be super willing to be a part of this.
Yep.
So what are you willing to do in order to make this starting 7?
Yep.
Because the rest of you guys are probably going to have to get benched. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
We have 11 official members of the Ravens now as far as like our team players. So there's only going to be like 7 who are going to be official players.
What is Rex's situation?
He's the coach.
Can he play at all?
No.
Okay.
Cause Billy. Just kidding.
Yep.
But how do you feel about your players right now?
I feel really good. I mean, as I think that most people knew that the Buus have been lacking in terms of like shooting games, like having like a strong, shooting game presence. Like I was the only one that really played PC shooters, and no one else did. So it was just like most of the time was losing. And the only thing that we could really win would be Siege if me and DZ were playing.
Right. Yeah.
But that was like the only one that we could really win. All the others were pretty much losses. So now for the draft, we picked up, lots of good shooting game players that we're going to kind of see how they do in terms of like playing with each other. We're going to do a scrimmage with the Ravens on Sunday. So 2 days from now. So tune in to watch that.
I was going to say, you better tune in to watch that.
I'm ready.
So, we're going to, I think me and Herb we're both on the same idea of we want to kind of put in the new players if we can and kind of see just how they do and, get them used to the wheel and how it works and everything without it being like too much like, I just have all shooting game players. So I'm still going to try to have in some of the, the OGs still. But I most likely will sit out, honestly, so I can just like kind of observe and watch and see how everybody does.
Yeah.
That's the way.
So, I mean, that's what the scrimmage is for. We got the finals coming up next month.
Yes.
So,
right away.
Yeah.
May
so we
14th,
definitely got to
15th.
get a little bit of practice in. Yeah. Yep. May 14th and 15th will be the start of the finals, and then what's the second dates for after?
I want to say.
I think it's not the next week, but the week after.
20th and 25th.
Yep.
I want to say
25th?
I want to say 21st and 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dates, but that'll be next month. So finals will be fun.
Man, it's been like back to back.
Yes, I know.
It's so
And
good.
so
It used to
sudden.
be like games would,
Take a
be
little
this
while.
close,
Yeah.
And then now it's like actual tournaments.
Yeah. Well, that's what when we first started, we were just doing like the $500 game every month.
Yeah.
And for like 8-10 months or something, and then we did the finals at the end. But now it's every 3 months. Titus did say I think the next one is going to be 2 months. So after next month, it's going to be a 2-month gap.
Interesting.
And then we're doing another 10,000.
Yep.
And then it'll be a month gap.
And then I think it's going to be 3, and then it's going to be the 40,000 after that.
Makes sense. Because after the May one, we'll have the July one. The July one.
Because June is going to be when we do the Connecticut thing, right? I'm pretty sure is what it said.
I think the July is the Connecticut.
Okay.
I believe so. So
might be right after that then.
Yeah, now I feel bad because the phone's ringing.
No, I know. I was like,
now I feel bad.
they got it.
How about you guys continue the conversation?
I think there's some good ones in there.
Yeah, for sure. I think player 1 was a really good round 1 pick.
Player 1 is the only draft pick that I heard about.
Player 1 and Raven, I think are gonna have to be.
Raven's part of Bandits.
Yeah, he was around.
I think they're gonna have to be like the pillars for the team.
For sure.
It's been a while. I've been a little out of the loop. I'm still not sure. I know. See here, is Rod still on? Rod is still on the Bandits.
Little Rod,
yes. Yep. Little Rod and EJ are still on there. So
I'm not sure about. I don't think Leon is or anyone like that. But.
Yeah. I think they dropped everyone else, and that's why that trade happened, and they needed that because they needed to essentially rebuild the entire team.
Right.
So Bandits had like, 10 picks or something like that in the
Yeah,
draft.
an insane amount.
So
Oh.
yeah, they got a lot of picks, and they were back to back too, because they got the end of like the first round, and then they got the beginning of the second round. Then they had the end of the second round, beginning of the third round. So they had 2 picks back to back for the draft.
Now, refresh my memory. Is Jazz back on the Bandits now?
No,
No, he is now on the
he's
Ghosts.
on the Ghosts.
And we all
That's
did.
right.
I think everybody thought Jazz was about to go back to the Bandits. I
Yep.
thought he was going to be their second round pick, and then he was like Raven, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then Jazz just. It really took a while for him to get picked up, and I was surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
Jazz been
for
leveling
sure.
up.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say he's been grinding out. Like, I mean, he's improved a lot since like we were both Bandits. And
yeah.
proud of you, Jazz. If you're watching this, I'm very proud of
Yeah,
you.
let's
We
go
all
Jazz.
Shit.
Yeah, I just played Herb in the fighting game wheel.
Right.
He lost to Herb, but it was still a good showing.
You
So.
He definitely-
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I know. He said, "All right, bet Ridley."
Yeah.
Just started going. I was like, "Okay, Jazz, okay."
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh, the match yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I'll
talking
sit
about
down and
the
talk about
draft.
it.
Herb's back, so we want to talk
Oh,
about
my
that
phone too. Thanks.
fighting game wheel really quick. What you did
Oh yeah, man.
against Jazz last night.
I was it was a tough one. So seriously, it was a tough one. Like the first match that we played was Street Fighter. That was a given. I played that game way too much to like lose at that. Then the second game was Smash.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I did really well. I was happy with my progress, even though I lost. I was happy with the progress. I won the first game. Second game, when he switched to Ridley, I was super confused. I was super confused. And I want to say after that, I had to play him in Strive. Now, for like the longest time, I was playing Strive against Jazz. And like the last time we played, like last week, in just like the regular Strive bracket,
Yeah.
I lost because he plays like a wild animal, bro.
Yes.
He just
Yes,
plays
he
like
does.
a wild animal. Like I never know what's going on. And
Oh,
like,
no, not May.
yeah.
Tatsugeki.
Every time he would like jump in or get close, like I would just get hit, and I would try to like anti-air with 6P, and it just wasn't working that day. But
Yeah.
yesterday, I stopped him every time. Stopped him every time. And oops, sorry about that.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure this thing stays tightened. But yeah, we went to Mortal Kombat after that. But I think at that point, I was a bit in his head. Because like if you look at the replay, the way I was playing like, how do I describe it? It was more of like I was just like doing stuff. I really didn't have to do a lot. You know what I mean? I didn't have to do a lot. I didn't have to like really work for it. I just kind of just like walked up and grabbed him. And once I noticed,
some great staggers, by the way.
Yeah.
oh really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, it felt like I wasn't doing too much. I was just like poking him, trying to stagger him, and I would just walk up and then grab him. He didn't break the grab once.
Staggers is like 90% of that game, and it makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
So you did a good job.
Thanks. Thanks. So whatever I was doing, it was the staggers. It was working, so I just kept doing it. That's my number one motto. So it just kept working. By that time, he just felt really defeated. We went to Soul Calibur right after because it rolled. Once we got to Soul Cal, he won the first game, and then I adapted. I more or less just like started knocking him off the stage.
Yeah.
So there's more than one way to skin a cat, and then boom. After that, it was a done deal.
That's what I love about Soul Calibur. Is that you don't have to kill them, like
Just knock him
hitting
off the
them.
stage.
You
Yeah.
knock them on the stage.
Yeah.
Like it's just cool. I
It's
love
kind of like
Still be a
Deadliest
little bit.
Warrior, the video game.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fun time. Jazz was pretty pissed, but I said GG. I didn't want to be like unsportsmanlike because he worked really hard to get to the position and go for the belt.
Yeah.
So with me right now, I guess I'm worried because like Tegan's not on the wheel.
Yeah.
So like if anybody has a chance to get the fighting game belt,
It's now.
yeah, this season's a good chance.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen next season. Hopefully like Titus puts like tag 2 back on the wheel or something. Like just give me something, man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they're gonna take off fucking Street Fighter and put in Them's Fighting Herds.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That game, wait, Them's Fighting Her? I've looked at some of the gameplay. That game looks tight.
Yeah.
That game actually looks tight. Like you have like
It's not just a meme.
If we gotta-
yeah.
we gotta get rid of Street Fighter for anything. I'm good with that.
Yes.
Aw.
I hate Street Fighter 5 so much.
Yeah.
I think everybody does except for.
Me,
I'll pick one.
James, LJ.
Yeah, okay,
Pokestar.
okay, wait.
Pokestar does
rephrase.
not love that.
Double
game.
Let
C.
me rephrase. Let me rephrase.
Everyone in this room.
Anybody
Okay.
in the know does not like
I won't say that I hate it only because Jury's in the game. If Jury didn't exist, I would hate the game. She keeps me sane. So.
Yeah.
Jury's pretty cool.
Juries are really cool.
She has a good personality.
Great personality. Amazing personality. Same with Ivy.
Yeah.
Person what?
So yeah.
Well, I also played. I finished my first of 10 with Osochi.
Oh yeah. You
So
sure did.
last
Got me
week.
thinking about it.
Finished them
last
good.
week.
Hey, yo, pause.
Yes.
Alright, let me know. I have no context for this.
Oh no.
I'll put the clip in the episode.
Oh,
No,
man,
you'll
the
see.
clip-
You'll see.
the
I'll
clip
put
is
the
great.
What was the score?
It was 10-5.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad.
No, it
the
wasn't
way
too
that
bad, but the
really
way that it finished
ended.
was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, great.
So we'll start off with last week. Last week it was 5-2. He won FIFA and he won Hot Wheels, which I had not played Hot Wheels until that day, and that was the first time I played it. And then I figured out the drifting. I got second on the first one, so it was pretty good.
Not bad.
But yeah. So those were the two I lost, and then I won. I don't even remember. I won a couple things. It was
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear,
Street
whatever.
Fighter,
Yeah.
StarCraft. He forfeited.
Yeah, that was this week.
That was-
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sorry.
So this week, so it was 5-2. It was taking a while, so then we moved to this week. We ended up tying last week, actually, on Gears. That was our last game, so we just gave each other both one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I felt a little, like, upset about it just because he was, like, hiding the whole time. Like, he wasn't, like, coming out to fight me. He was just, like, hiding, and then I would have to go and find him. And then when I found him, then he would, like, surprise kill me because I'm, like,
great.
looking
Where
for
are
him.
you?
And
Yeah.
then, like, he would surprise kill me. I'm like, ah! So then I just started picking up all the power weapons and then started coming back and killing him with the power weapons.
There we go.
So,
That's a
yeah.
smart tactic though. Like that's one way
It
to
was
like
different, yeah.
rat your way out of the
Yeah, so
out
we
of the-
tied because there's actually a time limit on Gears, which we didn't even know about, and then it was
Yeah,
just
it's just,
like
like,
it
show
ended
up.
on the
It's
on
like
the
7
tie.
minutes or something
Yeah.
like that.
Interesting.
So we just gave each other 1 point. So then it was 6-3, and then he beat me in NHL, and he beat me in CTR.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
He won
yeah.
3 races. I won 1, and he said it was only because when he was playing on your team, you made him do that 1 cup so many times. He won the RPS to pick the cup.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
he could do
Uka
that
cup.
1 cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did Uka Cup, and he knew like the fence jump, which I had tried it and I couldn't get over.
it's a tough shortcut, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough shortcut.
So he won CTR, and then I won all the games after that. Yeah, StarCraft came up. I was like, let's go, first StarCraft game, and then he just had forfeit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we're gonna. I mean, I'm sure Herb would have the clip up by now, but the last one was Wreckfest.
That
Ending,
was
bro.
Oh,
so
okay.
bad.
Now I understand.
Yes, it was hilarious because so he picked like the car,
Rocket.
the rocket or whatever, like the fastest car,
Yeah.
and I picked the bus.
No.
And,
Yes.
and when we started, everybody was like, "He picked the bus? What the hell?" Like everybody, like I heard everybody saying, "Like, is he trolling? Like he picked the
Yes,
bus?"
he is.
And yeah, pretty much like first lap I hit him a little bit. Second lap I did like 90% damage to him because he came around one way, so he was ahead of me. I saw like which way he was going on the loop, and I like T-boned him into the wall. So he had like 1% health left after that. He's just like, ugh, like barely surviving. I come around, I see him going around the loop on the other direction, and I just did like full speed sliding sideways, like 100 miles an hour. And I'm like,
That's it.
he just hit the middle of the bus, and it was just like, DNF.
I was like, damn, that was
tragic.
It was really toxic.
It was
super
so
toxic.
funny though. God.
That sounds great.
Yes.
It was. Wait till you
And yeah, I
said
got
that,
the
man.
clip
You're
of it,
gonna-
so it's hilarious.
That game's funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
You know, that's just a little tangent. I challenged Mason. No, not Mason. Polo to it because I was confident he had no experience in Wreckfest.
yeah.
And nobody, whoever heard of Wreckfest before, and he almost ran a lap on me.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like he's been playing this game for 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had been
Just a
playing
beast at Wreckfest.
like a
Yeah.
lot. He had been playing.
I'm a Wreckfest pro. Like, I've been playing Wreckfest since it came out.
That was the worst way to start the wheel.
F1 anybody?
That's funny.
F1?
Oh,
F1?
no.
F1?
Please.
No.
I completed my Formula One arc. Please. Let me go on.
I've retired
No
from that
more,
point
no
in my
more.
life.
But yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for it because I got to go teach jujitsu.
Yeah.
Woo!
But segment into the next podcast, we're going to have on all the owners, and we're going to talk more in depth about the draft, kind of talk about the picks, if there was any picks that were taken that other people wanted, and all kinds of stuff. So that'll be really interesting. We're going to try to get all the owners in for that. So
that's what's up.
It'll be fun.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks for watching tonight,
coming
guys.
out. Yep. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
See ya.